Hello, Sarah V here. Happy that you are here watching me. This is your Monday manifesting vlog. But I wanted, before I get started with your kind of tip today about manifesting, I just wanted to offer to you my book tour dates in case you are either in that city or you know friends that are going to be in that would like to come and meet me, get their books signed. As you know, I don't know what, maybe you don't know, but this week is really big for me, and it is kind of a dream come true in my whole manifesting journey. I think I shared it on the Friday. Yeah, the Friday email that you should have received was all about what's happening this week. Not only do I have an incredible book signing opportunity at the Strand, 6:30 to 8 on Friday the 28th in New York City, but we are actually going to be on the Times Square billboard. I'm not exactly, I know that, our segment runs every 6 minutes between 2 and 4 p.m. So if you are in New York and you look up and you will see Muse Literary, and then there's some authors, I will be one of the authors that is going to be featured on the freaking board. And so that's happening on the 28th, no big deal, right? I then fly on the following Monday, the 31st, to go out to a book signing in LA at the Conrad Hotel, which is in downtown LA. I will be doing a book signing with some other different authors. And it's cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. If you are in LA and you're watching this email, or if you're on YouTube and you want to come, just direct message me. But that one is cocktails RSVP at the Conrad Hotel. So I think I'm just going to tell you those two and then kind of tell you the rest of them when we get closer to it. Because, I was just in my manifesting Sunday morning circle, 9 a.m., which is also now I'm streaming it into my I Wish I'd Known Facebook group. If you want to be a part of either of those two, I'm always sharing the links. If you obviously are on my email list, you will get the links to the Zoom meeting and also to the new book club I Wish I'd Known that I'm streaming from my circle. So those are the two things. And I was just actually talking about this, that understanding the pivots that allow us to let go of the energy, because I'm all about healing the energy inside of us, but the pivots that kind of help clear the channel for us to manifest. And I know, and I was talking about this actually in chapter 4 of I Wish I'd Known. Did you know that I released a book it's almost like 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago. And I am just really loving the ride of the manifesting that I've been creating from that. But I was talking this morning about one of the pivots that once I let that energy go and I stopped believing in the stories, manifesting just took on a completely new form. And what happened to me was when I was studying with my mystic healer, chapter 4, there was a time where I look back now where the pivot started, the pivot of me creating a completely different relationship to fear, to some of the fears that, I identified with, because it really is energy that is blocking us from manifesting the most amazing life that we can possibly imagine in our life. I'm going to take these glasses off because they are reflecting. But the time that I was in California And my mystic healer, this healer that I was studying with for 4 months, deepening my practice of Reiki, of energy healing, this instance, he was one of the most difficult, tough people that I've ever trained with. Usually people, when you're in your story, they kind of, gently, loving you. Oh, I understand. Yeah, it's terrible. But what he made me do was he made me face things with no excuses. There was no way that I would have been able to not do what he asked me to do, allow my fears to take over. And I remember this distinctly. And in that chapter 4 of my book, I talk about the story of me, walking along this path, to literally walking without any shoes. Whenever we walked without any shoes, because there was, real grounding to Earth Star chakra. And so I went out by myself. It had rained for, 4 days prior, and I had to get to this beach to create a remote Reiki session. I won't get into the whole story, but what that specific experience helped me do, now that I look back on it, is it actually pivoted me to being even more open to manifesting, even more open to the things that my universe, my divine, has already planned for me. All the things that I have and that I've manifested in the past, year or so, 2 years, I guess that is, were things that were ready, that were already on their way, but I kept blocking them by being afraid and, of doing things that were either uncomfortable, or things that are all, brand new to me. I would know, I don't want to do it. I don't want to stop. I don't want to face my fears, because it was easier for me to just stay in exactly the same place. And so we don't move in the direction of, where we want to be. So my pivotal point is when I started to redefine how I saw fear. And at that moment where I was walking through water, freezing cold, walking through, a very, very deep, well, I called it a river, but it was pretty rough. I had to walk through it to get to the beach. And I remember just, crying because I didn't want to do it. There was no excuses. I had to do it. So I had to face this fear, this discomfort that I would allow to stop me from manifesting, what I have manifested. Oh my God. It's almost like I'm manifesting so many things now that, part of me is like, no, this is good. I'm good with this. But actually, divine wants even more for me. So now that I have redefined fear, I've leaned into what used to stop me. I'm an open channel. I am open to whatever is coming through, because I'm not afraid. And I was like thinking about that, in the circle this morning, and I am not afraid. There is not many things that I'm afraid of. Does it come up? Does it bubble up? Absolutely. Do things that feel uncomfortable bubble up? Oh my gosh, all the time. But I know now that the discomfort is something that I get to heal, so that I can be even more open to whatever universe has coming my way. So, think about it. Is there something that either has happened to you that you now realize that you now can be open to this incredible force that is available to all of us? It doesn't just happen to me. It doesn't just happen to, your friends. It is available for every single one of us. And I just want this what I'm experienced to happen to all of you that are watching this, that have been following me, and I thank you so much. But it is available to all of us if we start redefining what keeps getting in our way. And the most important thing is we take an action even when it feels so uncomfortable that you just, I mean, you can just feel the resistance, and you just keep taking actions forward to eventually, become this open channel for what's on its way. Everything that you desire is on its way. And I think I've shared this before, that when we 100% believe that it's possible for us to, oh my God, that's everything. Because what that thought and that belief is doing is actually creating the energy of openness. And when I really started to believe that it was possible for me, that I deserved whatever it is that I was trying to manifest, that I deserved it. Like, oh my God, so many of us don't even believe that we're deserving of what we're trying to manifest. But when you start to believe that it's possible, that you deserve it, that you're worth it, everything starts to shift. But first we have to recognize, when it's coming, when it's bubbling up inside us, where we feel the discomfort, we do it anyway. We redefine or reframe how the energy of fear, because fear is the energy that is keeping us blocked. So that is my manifesting tip, is to lean into whatever it is you are feeling uncomfortable with. You lean into it and you take action towards it, rather than retreating back into the old story. Because everything that we want is on its way. That is a belief that I tell myself over and over and over again. And it never ends. I'm just thinking bigger. I'm desiring more. 2023 is going to be an unbelievable, even more unbelievable year. I've started my third book, which is all it's all about. It's a spiritual guide to living rich. And rich doesn't mean, financially rich. It means just living a very rich life. And Living with Lakshmi is my next book, which I've started. I have so many speaking engagements that I'm going to be manifesting in 2023. I have one coming in December. But it's going to be a beautifully abundant year, even more abundant. I don't want to compare them, because I'm now living the life that I've always wanted to live. And it, like I said, it is available to every single one of us. So what else do I want to tell you? I think that is about it. But follow me on my social media, Facebook page. I Wish I'd Known book club. I'm going to be posting in there as well. Instagram is Sarah_V_LLC. That is my Instagram account, and I'm going to be posting all in there. But if I would love to meet all of you in person, and see where your journey is taking you as well. So thank you so much for watching my videos every Monday, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. You just hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to be building that. I think that's about it. I know there's probably something that I'm forgetting, but anyway, happy Monday, happy manifesting Monday. I love where I am right now, and I know that there's even more for me and as well for you. Okay, take care.